Zcash just did the bullish. It does not care about Bitcoin going down 10%, 5%. It is absolutely going crazy. It's up actually 20% on the 24 hours over here, guys. Zcash absolutely looking strong. And, you know, are we seeing a bit of a comeback here? What could potentially happen next? Because the bullish scenario did take place, which leads us to now look to the next potential target to the upside. So very exciting. Could be good. And, you know, remember, since Arthur Hayes posted this, if you hold Zcash on a centralized exchange, withdraw it out to a self-custodial wallet and shield it. So effectively, it caused confusion, but actually, since we're seeing Bitcoin now drop, we're starting to see Zcash actually climb up, which is crazy to see the inverse correlation here. So obviously, I don't know, and nobody knows if we'll see Zcash go up to $700+ again, and also reach market capital of $12 billion again. That is indeed a mystery. But what we do know is, if you join my Discord down below, you can be blessed. Hang out with a bunch of cool guys that are making some insane wins in the trading world, the hodling world, and just the blockchain world right now. So the link is down below to the Discord, and it's free. Now, I do also want to talk about my dubious ideal scenario of a lifetime for Bitcoin, and this will be more towards the end of the video. So stick around and watch this, and watch this part of the video, because this is exactly my strategy of where I will accumulate, you know, basically Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, and possibly some Solana. So please do stick around for the end of the video, because I think you'll very much like it. But yeah, you know, Zcash is encrypted electronic cash. Shielded Zcash is pure privacy. And right now that is a big narrative in the blockchain space. So looking at what happened yesterday, you know, we're talking about this $490 threshold being an insane level of support. And, you know, we identified this descending triangle. We said how it could possibly lose support if the market really did want to go the wrong way. But actually, this did the complete opposite. Went up to $570, which was our bullish target from yesterday. Now, of course, we can never predict whether it's fully up or down. But looking at this, we've now broken through this key resistance of 574 on the upper threshold of this diagonal resistance barrier, which does mean maybe, just maybe, we could get some more upside. Now, small, short time frames, we can see we're a bit overbought on the hourly resistance here, on the relative strength index. Not really a huge concern. And as we look into that daily time frame, of course, you know, we're still printing lower highs, effectively lower highs than the previous tops that we had just a few days ago. But it's a strong, beautiful triple green candle layout that we've got here, and it could actually mean that if we do get sustenance with this particular move, we might even see Zcash traverse to around $600+ in the next few days. Now, the weekend could be rocky, because weekends usually are, but this is something I am most definitely looking at right now, is the return and the rally back towards $650 and potentially even higher. It's all something that seems so good in the imagination, but to make the reality occur is a completely different story. So remember, guys, this is not financial advice. Anyways, we could still tumble in the bear market back down to $300 and less. But in general, you know, I'm still quite excited to see what Zcash is actually doing here. When we look at our logarithmic regression, sorry, I'm actually trying to find the 200-week SMA over here, which is this one here, the 20-day moving average at the same time. I'll just move this out of the way. We can see, you know, our 200-week is way down here. We're super overextended on the 200-week, but we don't really have that much data. But on the 20-day moving average, we can also see we're seriously above our 20-day moving average here as well. So at some point in time, we will come back down to that 20-day moving average. We don't know when exactly it will be, but every time we do get the overextensions and have a nice pump, you know, usually we do come back into the 20-day moving average threshold, but right now it just doesn't look like it's the case, and it's very bullish. Now, if you are buying, you know, any coins or whatever, you can check out MEXC, and you can see Zcash is here. It's available on basically spot, and also I believe on the perpetual future side. So you can also leverage this thing if you wanted to leverage it. That's totally up to you, not financial advice. You can do it with MEXC, and right now they have a ton of sign up bonuses for you guys. Basically, if you sign up, have a look at it, you're going to get loads of different tasks that you can do and get some deposit bonuses. Why not trade with free money, huh? That's always a bit of fun. So MEXC link is down below, ladies and gents. You'll really like this exchange for sure. So the market is taking a battering. We've entered extreme fear. Market cap 3.29 trillion. And we can see, just looking here, basically AVE is down 14%, Story IP, Aerodrome, Jupiter, a lot of major meme coins are taking a battering as well. We're seeing this market really come lower, and we're sitting at 16 on this fear and greed index. Now, we've been here before. If you've survived a few cycles, we've been here a long time. This is what we call business as usual. And I would say also just looking at this key chart, which is like Bitcoin and its price history and everything it's kind of done in the past, the reason I'm not terrified of what's happening right now is just simply because we're still in a very bullish phase of this bull market. The price structure for Bitcoin is still in the top threshold of the logarithmic regression chart. And that is this red region that you can see right here on my screen. So basically, you know, what usually happens in a proper bear market scenario on the weekly time frame, we come back down below that 200-week moving average, and that's that blue line there. I'm actually going to change perhaps the color of this line because I think it would be easier for us to see if we can just quickly change it to something else, maybe just even pure white or something crazy. I don't know, it's not very thick. I don't know what color looks good here for the video purpose. We could even just use pink. So yeah, that pink line, typically in a bear market scenario, we usually come back through towards the bottom of this 200-week sort of moving average, and we are so extended from it, guys. The price of Bitcoin is looking crazy. So if you're scared now, just know that there is the possibility that we could join up to this pink line, which would take us to the $50,000 to $60,000 mark for Bitcoin. And that could be a possibility in a long time. I'm not saying now, maybe in a year or 2 years. So that's what I think. Right now, we haven't dropped down out of this bull market regression on this red zone here. So things are still looking pretty good. But as I say, you know, where it's going to go, it's super difficult. But for me, you know, I would be stacking Bitcoin anywhere between now $33,000, $62,000, anywhere in that kind of ballpark area is going to be my future ape in zone. So we'll see how the market plays. It's always going to be different. No markets ever are the same. And, you know, there's a few key factors here that do look similar to the last bull market cycle. For example, looking at that top there, we have a relative strength index divergence. When you look at the RSI down here, you can see how it was sloping away back then. However, we had the bullish price action, but the RSI is actually dropping recurrently. And we're seeing the similar story here where the highs and the tops for Bitcoin are increasing. However, that relative strength index is also sloping away. And we've got that very similar divergence as to what happened last time. I'm not saying for sure, you know, we're just going to crash. Crypto's over, crypto's done. It's just market cycles. It's just how they move. And we can't really change how they move and what they do and all this kind of stuff here. So what I will say is, please do consider joining the Patreon down below if you're someone that wants to really lock into this market. Enjoy trading signals, enjoy alphas, and just enjoy being in the market. For example, a lot of guys in the Discord are making some big wins. So shout out to Rubius, big trade, Elixir bottle, beautiful long position over there. We've also got a really nice short position, 428% from Rubius again. Logan coming in clutch with a short at 476%. Davis coming in strong with his short close at 172%. And again, back to back. Oh yeah, so we're getting some huge wins here. Look at this guy. Tillman said he's had 9 over 12 winners so far this month. That is brilliant. So congrats there. And yeah, we see a lot of traders are making a lot of money, even with this volatility in the market right now. So hopefully these guys can all keep up. I love seeing this. I love looking here and seeing, but just join the Discord anyway. But if you want to get the VIP insights, Crypto Legend is here. So it's $110 a month. You're going to get early access to whitelistings, ICOs, you're going to get spot trade signals, leverage signals, you're going to get indicators, resources, education, insights, knowledge, risk strategy. You're going to get how to trade, how to do all these things. It's going to help amplify you and turn you into a blockchain warrior where you can use your own initiative throughout any period of the market cycle. And that's what makes you stand out to the rest. You've got to be that black sheep. You've got to be that contrarian investor in this particular market in order to survive. Anyways, check out the Patreon down below. We have multiple tiers at different prices, which are designed for people with different levels of budget, because I understand we have people from all over the world here, which is beautiful. Blockchain brings people together. So anyways, that's my kind of thoughts right now on the market. I think Zcash is in a strong place. Of course, it's all a crazy market at the moment with Bitcoin and many other coins dropping, but Zcash is sustaining right now. So hopefully we'll see Zcash sustain. Anyways, subscribe, like, comment, see you soon. Thanks for viewing. Bye for now.